is the one thing that successful people do and others don't?
Uh, there are many things that successful people do and others don't, but why they do some things that others don't do is because they are not limited to left brain thinking, which means that most people uh, they think with their left brain, left logical brain. This is, as I said, after the age of 12, 13, for 90% or 99% of the population, the left brain becomes dominant and they take decisions from the logical brain. Like if they have to get admission to a college, they will think
Mm,
logically. If they have to take a business decision, they will think logically. If they have to take a relationship decision also, they don't they think logically also. In that also, the heart is not dominant. The mind is dominant, and that's where things do not work. Because if you think uh, if you just look at it this way, that suppose I walk, if I have to go from here to Delhi, for example, or
mm,
even if I have to walk for 1 kilometer with one leg,
mm,
how fast will I complete 1 kilometer? So it's like that. So those 90% of the population is uh, working with only the left brain, which is like walking on one foot. If the successful people, the difference between that, it's not in the activities, but it's in the fact that they are using their right brain also. And using the right brain along with the left brain is like running. If you can walk on 2 feet, you can walk fast, you can run also, and you can run fast. This is what successful people are able to do, and this is naturally happening because our society is left brain. Our society, our education system, everything is left brain. We are trained to use the logical left part of our brain, and the right part of the brain is totally ignored, we can say. For the most part, for most people it is ignored, and it is never developed. And because of that, most people till they die, they are left brain. We have seen many examples. Like there are people who are, they to take up something, like for example a government job,
mm.
and they will retire in that same company after maybe 35 years or whatever, 40 years. They are doing the same thing. uh, there's an accountant who will do accounting work, and for the rest of his life he will do only that, nothing else. Same thing, same routine. So most people have a same routine, like day in, day out. They wake up in the morning. Their life is not unpredictable. Their life is very, very predictable. What they will do next year is also predictable. New Year resolution also will not change. Even the next year, they will make the new same New Year resolutions,
Mm,
right? So this is the key thing is this, that people are not able to use the full potential of their brain.
mm.
Only one in 100 people, or like 1% of the population, you can say, will be able to use both sides of the brain,
Wow.
both sides, both left and right.
That's,
So this is the key difference between successful
yeah,
and, unsuccessful people.
yeah. And Sachin, I'll just share my screen. You can just quickly tell
Yes.
us about the left brain and the right brain for those who don't know, or these are some really great differences to make it obvious that which part of the brain
Yes.
go with one. Go ahead, Sachin.
Right. So, you know, in the last 50 years, a lot of research has happened in the field of brain, in the field of brain, because new machines have been developed. So the scientists know, they have done a lot of experiments on people. They have made people think logically. For example, solve a problem or do some analysis, And they find when they're doing this, their left brain, some part of the left hemisphere of the brain is working. It's doing its job, right? There is some activity detected in that part of the brain. So left brain is for logic, for analysis. When you do some kind of analysis, when you look at reports, when you like maybe even stock analysis, for example. Uh, I'm sure many of you are in stock market. Okay, sequence. So first I will do this, then I will do this, then I will do this. This is what is called sequencing, linear thinking, mathematics. If you solve mathematics,
Sachin, we'll wait for Sachin to join back. Till he comes, I'll just yes.
okay, there was a call, so I just disconnected.
Okay, okay.
When you are learning some language, when you're using grammar, that's where you're using the left brain. When you are recalling information or when you are remembering facts, that is also at that time you are also using the left brain, thinking in words. So
Mm-hmm.
if uh, if I tell you to type which is your favorite song, okay, now if you think about your favorite song, you don't have to type of like if you have a favorite song. Many people they remember a song because of their words. They say, okay, like the words like so meaningful. The words are so meaningful. No?
Mm-hmm.
They focus on the meaning of the words. Right now, this is not good or bad, right or wrong, but this is the left brain activity which is happening. Some other person will be like uh, may like the same song, but they may like the music in that song. Like I like the tune,
Mm.
I like the beats in that. That is right brain, right? The rhythm, beats, that is the right brain. Right brain is about creativity, about imagination. When you can imagine something, like most,
Mm.
like children are very imaginative, right? Children are very imaginative. They can imagine so many things. They when they're playing also. But society, what the society does with the children, they will say that oh, why you're so childish, or why you're doing this, like don't do this. This is this is not correct, something like that, right? We don't
Yeah.
we don't encourage imagination. The child might will take maybe a car, and he will imagine that the car is flying in air or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is imagination. That is creativity. But what we do, that this is not reality. Reality does not happen. Don't do that. That's what we say. Thinking of something in a holistic way, a big picture. Many people go into detail, but they can't think of the big picture. A
Mm.
person who wants to be very successful, like suppose somebody who's running a big business, for example, he will think of a big picture. He will not think of like small task.
Mm-hmm.
Intuitive ability. Why some people are successful? Because they are intuitive. They just know it. They just know, okay, uh, like this is the right thing to do. And for intuition, there is no logic. Intuition is intuition. Non-verbal, successful people are also
Mm.
very good in non-verbal communication. They understand people very quickly because of their non-verbal clues. They are very sensitive to feelings, right? Daydreaming, this is something like even as a teenager, if I'm daydreaming, my uh, like we know, like in most parents will discourage that if they say like I want to be a space scientist or something like that, or they are daydreaming like this. So
Mm.
many parents will like say, oh, it's not possible for everyone. It's not possible for everyone. Like I remember like whenever there was some very expensive or relatively expensive things to buy, my father should say, I am not Tata Birla. Now, I love my father. He's a great guy, but that's what he had in, I don't know where he got it from, but that's what he would say. And for me, as a child, it was a programming, it was a subconscious belief which went into me that, we are not ultra rich or we are not very rich. We can't afford everything.
Mm.
This was totally subconscious. Nobody is like, late. It's only in later stage we realize why I'm not achieving my goals, why I'm not hitting
Yeah.
my targets, why I'm not fulfilling my dreams, why I'm not having my own house, why I'm not, like, many people are struggling with many things,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So fortunately, I started my spiritual journey and like doing these courses very early while I was studying. So even my during my early days itself, like I got a lot of success, and because of that, I could clear these. I could identify these problems. I could identify these negative beliefs and dismantle them. And when I dismantled that, then a huge world of opportunity was available for me. So I got
Absolutely.
success in so many things, like, and
Yeah. And
in and right way.
Sachin,
And
yeah,
sorry,
we just lost you for a second, Sachin. So,
okay,
Sachin, thank you for sharing your success story with us. And you are the right person to be sharing all this with us because you have done all the hard work. And now we are going to have it easy and learn how to do this without all the hard